Welcome. Please put away your cell phones. Oh, I wasn't talking to you, Don. All right. Well, welcome back to Boulder Rotary Club after a nice holiday weekend, I hope, for everyone. And let's join Jim Williams as we do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let's make sure my mic is working.
Sounds like it.
For all of those of you who are willing and able, please join me in reciting our pledge of allegiance to our flag and our country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now a gentle reminder of 4 ways that we as Rotarians can be tested through this 4-way test. Of all the things that we think, say, or do,
is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned?
Will it
build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
And now, if you brought a visitor, please remain standing and find the camera. The camera is to my right. Hey, buddy.
Hey, I know you.
How are you?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'd like to introduce Deb Simmons. Deb is the founder and executive director of the Reentry Initiative, which is an organization that is based in Longmont and works to help women reenter the community having been incarcerated. She's a member of the Longmont Club, but the good news is she is applying to transfer.
Welcome, David.
My guest today is Diane Hirshorn. Her family and my family met when we were still quite new to Boulder, and Diane and her husband Steve, being master networkers, sort of quickly connected our family with a very cool community of like-minded people, for which we are very grateful. Diane is the managing director and financial analyst? No, financial planner at First Republic Bank, where she manages client assets of over $1 billion. She's been in Boulder now for 8 years, and she has her husband Steve here. Her daughter Lauren is a junior at Fairview, and she just saw her son off to his freshman year at Cornell. So welcome, Diane. And we also have our exchange students here for their first Rotary meeting. So these are our 3 inbound students for this school year. So you'll see them the first Friday of every month. And so we'll sort of keep tabs on how they are doing in the U.S. But I'll just let each of them give themselves a quick introduction.
Hi, I am Lily. I'm from Brazil.
I'm Noah. I'm from Austria and I'm 16 years old.
I'm Valentine. I'm from Switzerland. I go to Boulder High, and I will thank you for that I can stay the year here at your Rotary Club.
Thank you, John. Welcome all.
Hi, I'd like to introduce Deborah LaPeric. Hopefully I didn't say that too badly. Anyway, a little bit about her. She works with Coldwell Banker, but more importantly, also her mother's a past president of the Rotary Club that was in Louisville, and also led an exchange to Portugal. Please welcome her.
I'm told it's not working. Is that better? All right.
I'm very pleased to introduce again for the second time Jamie McCoppin, who joined my firm a couple of weeks ago. And in just talking with her since she joined me, I found out that she is really kind of a lifetime Rotarian. I've always believed that Rotarianism is a state of mind. And the only problem with her situation is that she's never belonged to a Rotary Club. So I'm going to fix that problem. Where her paperwork is in process on that. On another point, 2 weeks ago, somebody gave me a $100 bill put into the Boulder Rotary Club Foundation. I didn't write down who gave it to me. So if somebody who, following the four-way test, you're not going to get the $100 back. It's just I want to know who gave it to me and why you gave it to me. So if it's one of you, please let me know along the way. But make sure the four-way test is applied.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Jim. Hi, everybody. I'm thrilled to welcome back for the third time Jack Bayless. Jack is a financial planner with Edward Jones. And I've gotten to know Jack a little bit after several meetings, and he's also an Ironman. I think that's pretty cool. He hasn't done an Ironman yet in Boulder. He did 5 of them? Yes. Back in Ohio. It's pretty hot here in Boulder. But I'm sure we're going to see him out there soon. And we're hoping for a proposal very soon. So welcome, Jack.
I'm a late arrival, but I do have a couple of guests today that probably one of them needs no introduction. My wife, Constance Holden, is here someplace. Somebody's already, she's standing up. That's great. And then our good friend, and she's from Boulder Valley Club, so she's slumming it a little bit today. And our good friend, Deborah Simmons, is here, and she needs to stand up and be recognized. And she's been our guest before. She might come again, but I didn't see anybody standing up, so Pam missed out on this opportunity. But she's Pam's guest as well, so please welcome Deborah Simmons.
So I don't always introduce this conveniently named Scott Stalker, and I'm Nancy Stalker. So, but today I just wanted to let you know he's going on the honor flight next weekend. So.
I have the pleasure today of having 8 guests. So first, I just want to reintroduce Jonathan Singer, who is now an official member. He's a representative, state representative from Boulder County, representing Longmont area and other places. And he will be inducted in the very near term. So thank you for coming, Jonathan. And then I have a number of guests that are all mostly from out of town, who are part of a group I belong to called MetaDocs, which is a group of physicians that get together once, twice a year. And what we have in common is a passion about preventive medicine, alternative medicine, and things in that ilk. And so I'm just going to quickly name the folks and tell you where they're from. Dan Mosby. Dan is a psychiatrist from Charlottesville. Dean Gene is a occupational medicine physician, medical director at Liberty Mutual. from Southern California. Norty Fishman, yeah. Norty is from Chicago originally, but now is in Charlottesville, and he's a specialist in Lyme disease. Kent Peterson. Kent is a physician of many stripes, and the founder of this group, and he's in Charlottesville as well. Marty just recently moved from Charlottesville, Marty Albert, to Ashland, Oregon. And then over here, we have Sam Corin, also from Charlottesville, family physician and a Rotarian, who was was going to bring a banner today to exchange, but neither of us have the banner, so we'll do it by mail. And Jim Grigsby, who spoke to our club previously on the use of psychedelics in psychiatry and psychology, and he's also a member of the group. So please welcome all of them to Boulder Rotary.
Welcome, welcome.
Please welcome Karen Gross. She has come today to find out a little bit more about our Boulder Rotary. So if you get a chance, stop by and say hi.
Welcome, Karen.
I'd like to reintroduce my wife, Katrina Jewell. She's been here a couple of times. She's finally moved back up here from Oklahoma, which makes me very happy, and should make us also very happy because she's planning on joining us in the near future. She was a geospatial analyst down in Oklahoma for oil field and other industries. She's getting ready to go back for a master's of computer science and hopefully get into the data analysis field while currently substitute teaching for the Denver Public Schools.
Welcome.
Hi, my dear friend is visiting from Virginia. She's a massage therapist, and it's Pat Meyer Peterson.
Welcome, Pat. Do we have any other visitors? Welcome, welcome to all of you. Please come back and join us.
Thank you very much, Jim. We have a guest-rich environment today, and we also have an announcement-rich environment. And the first announcement is bid on the CU Buffs versus Nebraska Cornhusker tickets on the back table. The game is tomorrow at 1:30. Don Walford has set the bar high at $500 for the pair. These are tickets that are on the 50-yard line. They were donated by Dr. Peter Ewing, who I saw here today. And I understand that they are retailing for $300 a piece on StubHub and other places online. So don't be shy. Outbid Dawn. We also have a few Rockies tickets left for the game next Wednesday against the Cardinals on September 11th. We have about 4, I think, left. If you are interested, please talk to Judy Harriet, who's waving to me in the back of the room right now, and also talk to Judy if you want to talk about carpooling, bus pooling, whatever, that kind of stuff. Next up, a thank you on Wine to Water, Anne-Marie Reeder and Dorothy Rupert.
Hi everyone. So 2 weeks ago we had the Turning Wine into Water event, and I just wanted to report it was a wonderful success. We raised over $3,400 for clean water projects and had a beautiful evening. I think everyone that came had a really good time. Mother Nature cooperated, and we were outside and had some wonderful wine to enjoy and some great fellowship too. And there's a lot of people I just want to quickly thank that helped make that happen. First of all, we did a new thing this year, which was having a shuttle drive, and Mike Brady was wonderful in being the lead shuttle driver. Also, Deborah Kelly and Brad Weasley helped out with that. We had Nancy Chin Wagner and Margie Sullivan as our check-in people. Norma Portnoy helped with cleanup. Pam Hyank played beautiful piano for us, and Psyche Duncase did a wonderful job on the cello, which was really added a nice ambiance to the evening. And I had some great table captains. Mr. Argentina behind me, John Sullivan, Jean and Mark Schosling, Alessandro and Maria Sachs, Deidre Farrell, Kitty DeKuyfer, Valerie Lippitz, and John Reger. And so hopefully everyone who came enjoyed that great food that we had from those 7 different countries. And then I also wanted to thank our lead sponsor for the event, which was Hazel's. They donated all of the wine, like over $1,000 in value for the event. So if you are shopping at Hazel's, just mention that you're a Rotarian and that we appreciate their support of the Boulder Rotary Club. They've done this, I think, every year for the last 7 years, and it's just been a really nice thing to have them as our sponsor. And then another announcement I wanted to make is I think everyone hopefully has seen in the Rib and heard the announcements that this Sunday, instead of doing a happy hour in September, we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to have a potluck up at Fraser Meadows. They have a room called Hilltop that is just stunningly beautiful. It's the top floor of Fraser, and it's got just huge glass panel scenic view of the Flatirons, and it's a very nice space. And so if you'd like to come to that, please email me. We're asking everyone to bring either a beverage or some kind of appetizer. I'm bringing some wine that's left over from Wine to Water. But we'd love to have you join us at Hilltop. And I'm hosting it with Dorothy Rupert, who is at Fraser, and she's going to talk a little bit about some logistics for Sunday.
Hi. It's at 5 o'clock, and there should be a little parking if you're clever enough to find it. Good luck. Any place there's an open space to park, do it, because it's all under construction in different ways. There'll be a sign kind of saying this is the front door, and I hope you're able to find it, otherwise you're not going to get in. And then once you get in, your real maze begins. So you're going in through a brand new building that just opened. It's called the El Dorado room that you'll go by, and there'll be arrows that will tell you how to get to the elevator. Your goal is to find the elevator, the central elevator, and once you find it, you push 5, and 5 will help. You will step right out into the room, and there will be people around to guide you if you need it, but mostly if you can find the central elevator, 5, and just step out into the room. I'm really looking forward to having you there. It's a great space, and it was named for Leo Hill, who gave $1 million to have it built. He really wanted a bar, and I think he may be a little unhappy that it isn't as big as he may have wanted. But you are going to have a wonderful time there, so I will see you at 5 o'clock at Fraser.
Thank you, Anne-Marie and Dorothy. Next is Michael McHale, who's going to remind us about the Day of Caring next Friday, the 13th.
Hi, everyone. So yes, this is our last opportunity to sign up for the Day of Caring. There are sign-up sheets on your tables. Multiple people can use those sheets to sign up. If you have questions for me, just write it down on that sheet and I'll get back to you. So far, we've got about 42 people signed up for the event. We need 18 more people to sign up to meet all of our slots. So if you've not signed up, I'd appreciate if you would. And for those of you who have signed up, thank you so much for volunteering for this. Please do remember that we're dark next week for this event. And once you sign up, we'll send you out some emails with information about your location and the after volunteer opportunity lunch. So thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Michael. See you in the field next week. Randy Butler has a short announcement about international peace.
We're not declaring it, by the way. But we are inviting you to come support, and forgive me if I read this because I promised 1 minute. Come support Boulder Rotary's partnership with the Jaipur Literature Festival on a program in observance of the United Nations International Day of Peace on September 21. So that's just right around the corner. And at 4:30 p.m. that day at the Boulder Downtown Library, Rotary members will join the We Shall Not Hate session. After a panel discussion with authors Iseldine Abulish and Michael Patrick McDonald, Rotary will lead a program on our commitment to build positive peace, the Centennial Peace Walk and Peace Garden that we've been working on, and the publication of Fourth Graders Talk About Peace, which is also one of those projects. And we'll also announce for the first time publicly the winner of the Jim Swaby Peace Award. It'll actually be announced here the day before, but that'll be the first time out in public. And so we ask that the festival asks that you please register because of fire marshal concerns about room capacity. And if you'll look in the rib this coming week, we'll give you how to do that. Thank you. Thank you, John.
Thank you. Thank you, Randy. Couple of celebration of life announcements. We announced it here a few weeks ago that Carol Lynch passed away on June 22nd. She is a 21-year member of our club, having joined in 1998, and her memorial service is tomorrow at St. John's Episcopal Church, and would be a good place to go at 2 o'clock. I'm assuming you won't be at the Nebraska game if you go to that, but Carol was, if she didn't win a Quiet Hero Award, she certainly should have. The other person that passed away last Friday was Stan Black, who was a member of this club, I believe until 2013. And Stan was the president of the club in 1976 and 77, and then a district governor for District 5450. He was also one of the law partners of our own Bill Meyer, and Stan's will be having a memorial service on September 14th at the Cornerstone Church in Greeley. And so our thoughts are with both Carol and Stan because they led exemplary lives, and hopefully we can all continue to emulate people like that as we finish our own. On your tables is another announcement for a Coot Lake cleanup on September 28th. It's a Saturday. Coot Lake is that little lake out by the IBM plant on 63rd Street. In the time probably when Stan Black was president of our club, people were still swimming naked out at that lake, but I don't expect you'll see that on the 28th, so please volunteer to go out there and clean up. Pam High Inc. has an announcement relating to literacy.
Thank you. Can we have the picture up on the screen? You may have seen this in the news last week. The little boy in this picture has autism. He was at Disney World with his family, and he was having a meltdown. Possibly he was overstimulated, tired, all of that. I want you to look for a moment at the lady who is portraying Snow White. She obviously is an employee of Disney, and her job is to sign autographs and help keep the public entertained. When she saw the little boy, she put her current tasks on hold so she could reach out and try to help him during some of the ugliest moments in his life, and maybe some ugly moments for his family as well. I'm sure she was well aware that strangers are not always accepted by young children, but she moved out of her comfort zone anyway. She was able to subdue the boy's anxiety, gain his confidence, give the family relief and support, and create new trust and a new friendship. Our Reading Partners program pairs our fellow Rotarians with 3 schools locally. For the students of those schools, just like the lady who helped the little boy, our fellow Rotarians help subdue anxiety, gain confidence, provide relief and support, create new trust and new friendships by providing reading support. Bill Moore, would you come and help me out here for a minute? Nobody knows exactly how long Bill has been volunteering with the Reading Partner Program. I have him down for somewhere close to 5 years. Boulder Valley School District has him down one place for 4 years, and another place they have it written down for 4.5 years. So earlier this year, I asked Bill how long he had been volunteering, and he responded by saying, "Gee, I don't know. I guess for a long time." I do know that one year Bill was asked by the grandmother of one of the students he had been working with if he would continue working with her grandson over the summer. That's how much this grandmother valued Bill's help for her grandson. Of course, Bill agreed, and he and the boy continued meeting during the summer at the library, and they read together and enjoyed each other's company. So no matter whether it's been 4 years, 4.5 years, or maybe even 5, we would like to thank Bill for his dedicated work at Sanchez Elementary. I calculated that Bill has completed somewhere over 150 hours of dedicated service to the school, and especially to the kids who are needing his help. So in honor of all your work, we would like to give you the Rotary Apple of Our Eye Award. Thank you, Bill.
Okay. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Bill. Short announcement about a club training program on the 21st also. I don't want to conflict with the international peace thing, but if you want to go to a club training, there is one on September 21st at Front Range Community College in Westminster. Now we have a couple of blue badge transitions. Would Jesse Friedman, John Krupnick, Sue Deans, Sam Pottinger, Jim Umland, and Bill Anderson. It's just two, but we have a lot of people involved.
So last time I made one of these announcements, I neglected to thank the sponsor. So I'm going to do that first this time. Thank you, Sue, for bringing Jesse to us, and I'd like to introduce Jesse to you all. So Jesse Friedman has been a professional, licensed psychotherapist for 30 years, is an art and cultural historian, and a cultural event producer. She works actively in the world of the arts, literature, cultural preservation, and in support of the translation of Tibetan literature. Jesse is passionate about the arts and broad-based dissemination of cultural knowledge to foster kindness, humanity, and understanding among all people. Ms. Friedman served as the Director of Financial Aid at Naropa University for 5 years, the Executive Director of a nonprofit Tibetan Translation Literacy Group for 8 years, and has taught at CU Boulder and Naropa Universities. Presently, she works closely with the production company Teamwork Arts, bringing the world-renowned Jaipur Literature Festival to our Boulder Library every year. The Jaipur Literature Festival in Jaipur is the largest literature festival in the world and provides free access for all. Ms. Friedman serves as the executive director of JLF Colorado and masterminded the idea of bringing JLF to the U.S. The festival returns to the Boulder Public Library for the 5th time, September 21st and 22nd, as we heard Randy discussing. While it's often difficult for Jessie to attend meetings due to her work schedule, she's relished becoming an active member of the Rotary Peace Builders Group, who are partnering with JLF Colorado to celebrate the International Day of Peace on the 21st at the Literary Festival, where they will announce the inaugural Jim Swaby Peace Prize. She partakes of the Rotary Book Club and hopes to work with the programming committee over the next year. Please welcome Jessie.
Jesse, do you have a red badge you want to trade in? Okay, well, you can still have that blue badge.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome to our club.
I guess I'll follow Bill's lead and say, first off, thanks to Sam Pottinger for bringing in his brother-in-law, John Krupnick, to our club about a year ago. But John gets away for a good part of the year, and so he's been pretty loyal to come to the Red Badge meetings when he's in town, but we're getting around to making this a blue one in good time before he's off again. John Krupnick was born in Cleveland, Ohio, on St. Patrick's Day in 1940, and says he's been a lucky man all his life. He's a graduate of Lehigh University and the University of Notre Dame Law School. Says he's the luckiest, that his luckiest day, however, was 56 years ago at the Notre Dame Cathedral when he married Sam's younger sister, Elaine. John and Elaine lived May to October in Boulder, as I mentioned, and then they winter in Florida, Fort Lauderdale. They have 3 children. Jack's an ER doctor, Mike's an architect in Santa Fe, and Laura Urban is an internist here in Boulder. Her husband, Laura's husband, which makes it your son-in-law, right?
My
baby. He's a Rotarian with us today, Blue Badge member, Robert Urban, who runs the State Farm business here in town. And then to further develop some roots, Laura and Robert's youngest son, Bobby, is a junior at Boulder High, and he leaves next week as a Rotarian exchange student headed to Granada, Spain, for his junior year. John's a semi-retired personal injury attorney specializing in product design cases, and the firm he founded is still one of Florida's most successful civil trial firms. John's written 2 books and is working on a 3rd, all on the history of Pan Am's flying boats in the Pacific. And his second book, his last book, was esteemed by the foreword written by none other than Jimmy Buffett, who knows a bit about flying boats. So we'll see who comes up with the 3rd one. Will that be you, Sam? Are you going to write the foreword on this one?
Why not?
Yeah.
I can do it.
All right. John participated in the tree planting for the Peace Walk on Boulder Creek, and he's a 1919 Century Rotary member. Wants to continue making new friends and supporting Boulder Rotary and all its worthy projects locally and internationally. So welcome, John, and thank you, Sam.
Okay. Do I have to give it back? Yes, you do. We recycle these things. Oh, good. Yeah.
Sam, gold star for Sam.
All right. You can move it. Thank you. And you can see it takes a village to get some members in the club, and that's actually a good thing. All right. Raffle time. Get ready, limber up, jump for the sky. If your number is 2252825. Nice, Scott. Scott Nelson is our winner. All right. Scott, you don't have to come up yet because I don't have the check. Brad will give you the check afterwards. See, that's the money man in the back. Today, Dr. Russell. And September. All right, yes, sorry.
You know, jokes like football, the Nebraska football players think the N on their helmet stands for knowledge. But that's not the Rotary way. Is it the truth? No. Is it fair? No. Does it bring better friendships and fellowship? Is it beneficial to all? No. So that's why I wrote this song. All the things I love about Nebraska. I love corn. I love bacon. And I love Lake McConaughey. Hey, 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 hey. Second verse. All the things I love about Nebraska. I love corn. I love bacon. And I love Lake McConaughey. Hey, 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 hey. I love people born in Nebraska, and I love the color red. And I love all the people from Nebraska except those who wear football uniforms. All the things I love about Nebraska. We have quite a few people that are having their birthday today. I'm going to start out with Carl Tinsman. Carl?
I like the good vinegar and the quality resplendent. One vinegar and the quality for. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Carl. We have Hans Wilk. Happy birthday.
My birthday is Monday, and I think I will celebrate if the Broncos beat the Raiders Monday night. So that'll be it. Well, I'm at the Nebraska game tomorrow, and I'll be watching to see that there isn't a whole lot of big red there. I'd like to see more black than red.
Grant Couch, happy birthday.
Thank you, George. A little over 3 years ago, I came here as a speaker, just like the good professor. Thank you very much. I enjoyed that. To talk about climate. And right after that was convinced that I really wanted to be part of service above self. And so I joined the club. And in the last 6 months, I've been through the district to maybe close to 24 clubs speaking further about climate. And I'm looking forward to giving you guys an update on October 11 when I'm back here. And the title is The Good News on Climate.
All right.
Rich Irvin's birthday.
So it is the Nebraska game coming on. And Nebraska contacted, actually the university contacted CU because they knew CU was really big into space. So they contacted them because they said that Nebraska also was going to get involved in the space program. They wanted their assistance. So they contacted CU and says, what we're going to do is we're going to send a whole group of people to land on the sun. And the people at CU says, what are you talking about? You can't land on the sun. You'll all burn up. He says, oh, we know that. We're not stupid. So we're going to land at night. So we could keep on going and going and going, but we won't be doing that. But again, it's my birthday on September 19th, and that was one, it's Talk Like a Pirate Day, arr. And also, when I was growing up, I couldn't figure out why on my birthday it was a day of mourning in Painesville, Ohio. Just it was mourning. There was all sorts of showers outside, and I couldn't figure out why until I got older. Some people said it's because you were born, but they actually was because James Garfield was from Menor, Ohio, and he died on September 19th. So we had a day of mourning for that, and also I think for my birthday. So.
And Gary Kahn is here too.
Yeah, my birthday was August 22nd, and I was out of town for my birthday, and the week before, I was had realized I forgot to sit at the birthday table, and I was also thinking about my tradition of whether to give the a donation to the scholarship fund, which in the number of years of how old you are, yeah, and so as I was thinking about this, and then we had the raffle, and I won. And I won. I turned 74, and the check was for $74. So here you go. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Well, that's paying it forward. Okay, next up is an announcements video, courtesy of Daryl and Sally Brown.
Hello, Rotarians and guests, and thank you for being here today. September is Basic Education and Literacy Month. Our Literacy Committee rocks, as you know, and education is the most important, powerful weapon we can use to connect the world.
Wine to Water was held at Anne Marie Reeder's beautiful home. Rotarians got together and had a great time, and we raised some money to turn wine into water. Thank you to Anne Marie for not only founding this event, but for hosting it again this year. Woo!
Yay! Holy cow, we're going to need another 3-day weekend this weekend. There's the Boulder Valley Beer Fest, which is tomorrow in Superior. It's also combined with the Chili Fest. And then
join us at the Fraser Meadows Hilltop Room. Anne Marie Reeder and Dorothy Rupert are hosting a social event from 5 to 7 p.m. on Sunday. Guests are welcome to join you. Bring a bottle of wine or a plate of hors d'oeuvres to share.
whew, and that's after the Zone Institute, which started on Thursday, and it goes through Sunday. It's at the Denver Marriott Tech Center Hotel. Make sure and sign up, attend all these events, and wow, whew, you're going to be tired come Monday.
And the Interact year started off with a bang. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches were mass produced, and water was handed out to the homeless. In less than 10 minutes, 40 sandwiches were made and wrapped. Love this group.
Go Interact.
The book club is coming up fast. The book is The Newcomers, and you better read it by October 14th.
Celebrate the International Day of Peace at 4:30 p.m. on September 21st. The Peace Builders Committee and International Peace Garden Committee is working with the Japora Literature Festival at the Boulder Downtown Library in a panel called Thou Shalt Not Hate. After the panel discussion, Charlotte Rome, Jancy Campbell, and Randy Butler will be presenting a program that includes a description of BRC's commitment to foster dialogue in peace, the Centennial Project, and a public announcement of the winner of the Jim Swaby Peace Award. Should be a great event. Water.
Sanitation.
And hygiene. That's the focus of the WASH Symposium, October 5th, 2019, sponsored by the Rotary Club of Denver Southeast. More information for this event is on the RIB and the district website. Next week, we ain't really dark.
No, we're out. We're all about town at the United Way Day of Caring. If you haven't signed up yet, it's your last chance.
Do it today and participate in the Day of Caring.
And we're back at the JCC on September 20th, where Sahana Damapuri will be talking about change the way you see the world.
Sounds pretty Rotarian to me, Sal. I'll see you there. Or at home. Even King Kong is on board with eradicating polio. So, everybody, say it with us now.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Daryl and Sally. Thank you also to our past president greeter, Deborah Kelly, our red badge greeter, Linda Davidson, member and guest registration, Sarah Amirani, Glenn Lenzen, and Roger Foreman. Scholarship champion woman, Jean Lindeke. Audio visual, Bob Taylor, Fred Hull, Lynn Johnson. And if you want to join this august group of gentlemen, they are looking for a trainee person, and Fred Hull will provide expert audio-visual training for you. So go see Fred if that's something you want to do. Lastly, thank you to all of you for sitting here patiently while I ran over in my first meeting as president. And I'm thinking of my college roommate, Steve Brown, who always said, John, patience is a virtue. Possess it if you can. Found seldom in a woman and never in a man. Meeting adjourned.